Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn weekend energy for March 26th, 27th, and 28th. And this is a general reading, so this may or may not resonate with you. Also, you have the power to change my life for the better just by liking, subscribing, and watching my video all the way through. And I greatly appreciate any and all of your support, and I thank you so much. All right, so we have the Hangman. We have the Strength card. We have the Lovers. We have the Star. And we have the Six of Cups. I feel that for some of you, you are waiting for somebody to come back into your life. Or you're waiting for a relationship. You're waiting for a relationship. And it hasn't happened. Because the Hangman is what's going on. So it's about, there's something that you have to look at from a different point of view, but you're like relaxed about it. Like he's hanging upside down, but he's drinking his tea and he's having his toast. So it's like he's not being forced to hang upside down. It's like he's not being forced to look at something differently. It's like, well, how about if you just step back and you just look at things from a different point of view? Like whatever this is, I feel like it pertains to a relationship. Like you have to look at this from a different point of view. And I feel like that will give you some clarity. And this is how you feel about it. And like you feel, it's almost like you're afraid to look at things from a different point of view, because we've got this, Alice, and then she's holding on to the deer, and they're in the dark woods, and they're kind of, they're afraid. They're not really sure what's coming in. Like you're not really sure what's happening. You're kind of confused about what's going on, but I feel like it's about you being confident and being able to get through this situation. And then we have the Lovers. With the Lovers next to the Star, it represents being blind to someone's faults. So I feel like maybe you're in a relationship and you're just letting those little things slide. What we should do about it is be hopeful. Maybe you've been distant with your partner, like you're being distant with your partner. Like the two of you aren't connecting. I feel like maybe the two of you are struggling with something. maybe you're letting those little things from your partner get in the way and aggravate you, but I feel like you need to just let those things go and look at it from a different, like, is it really that important to nitpick about every little thing? And I feel like like you want to get back to that connection with your partner that you used to have. Like you used to be best friends. Like you used to just, you used to just have fun together, and get back to the beginning. But I feel like maybe it's gotten to the point like you're stressed about things, that you're nitpicking about every little thing. But I feel like there may be a bigger problem here that you have to address. And that's what you have to look at, that it's not about those little things that are irritating you, that there might be something bigger that's going on, that maybe that's what you need to be looking at. I definitely feel like you're going to be able to work through this. Maybe this is something that you need to focus on the weekend, and maybe the two of you just need to, get out there and get your alone time and really look at things from a different point of view and having that alone time. All right, we have the Hangman, so we have the Two of Pentacles, and then we have the King of Wands, and then we have, the Four of Swords is taking a rest. I feel like the two of you need some alone time, and you need to step away from like get out of the house and go do something, like away from that environment. And I feel like that's going to give you a lot of clarity to what the bigger problem is, rather than focusing on these little things that you're nitpicking about. Because it's like if, something little happens, it's not about that. It's really about something bigger that's behind it all. And it's all the little things are adding up. And I feel like that's what's happening, because you need to get yourself mentally clear. I feel like there's a lot of clutter around you, around the two of you. And that's what you need to do, is find that clarity. That is going to be in your favor, just to step back and look at things. We have the King and Queen of Wands, so I feel like that represents a connection and a partnership. And then we have the King of Cups, so I feel like it's about going with the flow, like just let things happen, like don't let the little things bother you. If there's something bigger that you need to talk about, that's what you need to talk about, and that's what you need to focus on, and that would be more in your favor to do that. For the Lovers, we have the World, which represents success and victory. We have Five of Pentacles. This is just a temporary thing that the two of you are going through. I feel like you have an opportunity. For some of you, you have an opportunity this weekend to work on this relationship and really see what's going on. And really, maybe it's not even... I feel like you need your alone time first to find your clarity and find out what's really that thing that's bothering you. And then the two of you taking that time to talk about it, and for you to express your feelings to your partner. And you have hope, like you feel hopeful, like that you can get through this. This represents fulfillment, and this represents wish granted, like you want to get back to this happy place where the two of you are not so stressed about things, like you're blocking this energy. Okay, you're distancing yourself, you're overthinking things. Okay, I feel like you're almost putting that wedge in there in your relationship, because you're not talking about what's really bothering you with your partner. I definitely feel like you're keeping it to yourself. You have something that you want to tell your partner, but you're keeping it to yourself because you feel like you don't want to stir up problems, but it's almost like you are, because you're doing it because you're not talking about what's bothering you. Instead of you talking about the big problem, you're just saying like little things that are bothering you. Look at this. I told you, like the Lovers, like you want to get back to that happiness. You want to get back to that you're thinking about when the two of you were like playful and you had fun and you weren't like stressed about things, and like you want to get back to that happy place. Look at that. You have Six of Cups again. Okay. You need to reach out, Page of Wands. You need to reach out to your partner, and you need to tell them the crux of the matter, the thing that's really bothering you. I feel like sometimes my brain works faster than my mouth, so it's like I'm trying to sort all of these, my feelings flooded in my head. So this weekend is about you looking at your relationship from a different perspective, about how you have something bigger that's bothering you that you haven't been wanting to tell your partner because you felt it was going to upset them. But really, you're making things worse by not discussing things. So you have to sort through your own thoughts. You have to, maybe that's why I feel so scattered, is because I'm like picking up that energy that you're all over the place, and that you have to sit down, and maybe it's about taking a piece of paper and making a list about everything that you want to talk about with your partner, that everything that you want to go over, like everything that you want to clarify, everything that's bothering you. Write that all down on a piece of paper, and then look at it, and then sort through it, and, you know, kind of put a plan in place about what you want to talk about. Because I feel like it's been a lot of little things that you've been picking at, but it's really something bigger. And once you have that, I feel like the two of you need to step out, you need to step away, you need to, you know, maybe go out to a restaurant that you haven't been to, or it's about going for a hike, or just getting out of your normal environment, someplace where it's like neutral ground, and just having that heart-to-heart talk with your partner and saying, you know, that I love you and I care about you and I love being with you, but I feel like we've stepped away from where we used to be and that connection that we had. And, you know, these are some things that I wanted to discuss with you. And you're the one that has to reach out to your partner, because you're the one that has a lot of this going on. You're feeling the separation. You're, you know, blocking this energy, and you need to express yourself, and you're having this opportunity this weekend. And I feel like once you do that, you know, it may be a little rough at first, you know, maybe your partner will be a little surprised, but, you know, you just have to go in, like, not attacking your partner, but saying, like, I really want us to work through this. I want us to get back to our Six of Cups. I want us to get back to this happiness that you and I had. And, you know, the Strength card is about being strong, and it's like a gentle force. It's about, you know, presenting yourself, you know, confidently, but not overbearingly. And there may be some friction at first, but I feel like if the two of you can just hang in there and realize that you're both want to accomplish the same goal, is getting back to this happy place, I feel like you're going to be able to work through it. And it may, you know, take a while to work through this, and it may, you know, take some time, but I feel like you know, taking that first step to acknowledging the problem is the hardest thing of all, and then you just take those steps going from there. And, you know, you talk about things, and you talk about, you know, how the two of you can reconnect, because you feel like this is your partner, you know, you feel like, you know, this is your soulmate. And you really want to work on this relationship. So it might be a little bit of, you know, it might be daunting, you know, it's kind of a scary thing, but I feel like this is something that you need to work on to bring your relationship closer and stronger together. And it's been on your mind, you know, if you don't address it, then this, you know, the little things are going to start piling up and piling up until it just ends up exploding. But I feel like if you do it this way, then you're able to control the situation rather than it just exploding all at once, and then you're in a major fight, and then that doesn't accomplish anything. All right, so this one fell out. We have, sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So I feel like that goes with the lovers here. It's about the two of you, connecting. It's about honoring that relationship, because you feel like this is your soulmate. Like you feel like there is a connection. And I feel like maybe you've gotten away from that. You've gotten away from that union and that connection between the two of you because there's something else going on, and that's what you need to address, and that you want to get back to this, happy place of where, you were both connecting, physically and emotionally. And that's what you need to work on this weekend. I don't feel like everything's going to be solved in the weekend, but at least, like I said, it's acknowledging it and taking those first steps, and that's the beginning to looking at things from a different perspective and getting back to your connection with your partner. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.